In today's video, I want to discuss a topic that I think very often of: love. Honestly, I've been wanting to make this video for a long time, but I've been contemplating on what I'm going to share and say because it's such a hard topic to touch base on. An indescribable feeling which everyone writes about, from Shakespeare to Ariana Grande. I don't know much about the topic, but let's talk about it. Love from the perspective of a 21-year-old introvert. What is love? According to Google's definition, love is a set of emotions and behaviors characterized by intimacy, passion, and commitment. It involves care, closeness, protectiveness, attraction, affection, and trust. Love can vary in intensity and change over time. It is associated with a range of positive emotions, including happiness, excitement, life satisfaction, and euphoria. But it can also result in negative emotions such as jealousy and stress. I feel like a lot of people don't know this about me, but I love love. I love seeing people experiencing it in the purest form. Listening to a love song brings me so much joy and comfort because I like to imagine myself as the person expressing their feelings in the song, and I sometimes act out the lyrics to make me feel like I'm in a music video. I know, crazy. I love reading about love, and I'm obsessed with rom-coms. The feeling of experiencing it through other people's perspective excites me because it gives me insight on how we as humans all have a different perception of love and experience it in different ways, some good and some bad. I personally have never experienced any romantic love, and I don't think that'll happen anytime soon. I tend to shy away from boys and keep to myself. Sure, I do have crushes here and there, but that's all they are, crushes. And it never becomes anything beyond that. Not because they never like me back, but because weirdly I'm just not interested in entertaining a relationship. I mean, it would be nice to magically find my soulmate and would fall deeply in love with one another, but unfortunately it doesn't work like that. My generation doesn't really care about finding someone they can genuinely connect with and grow in love with. But what everyone wants to do instead is focus on how many girls and guys they can add to their roster. And everyone wants to hook up and go their separate ways. I mean, if that works for you, then hey, YOLO, I guess. But I don't have time for any of that, and that's why I choose to distance myself from my peers, because I low-key feel odd and weird for not wanting to date people. I don't want to say that I'm scared to love because I genuinely do crave a pure romantic kind of love, but I know that there's no one in my life that can give that to me right now. And honestly, I don't feel like I'm ready. While I do imagine myself happily married one day, I don't know how I'll get to that point because I don't want to date. Dating is scary. Meeting someone in person is hard for me because I don't go out often, and dating apps are just crazy. Literally, most people on there are looking for hookups and nothing serious. I've had a few crushes like me back and want something serious, but I don't think I'll date them because I don't see myself getting married to them. And I don't want to date you if we're not building something permanent, because honestly, what's the point? A lot of my peers are in toxic relationships and put themselves through so much hurt and pain to keep the other person happy, which is not only detrimental to your mental well-being, but it also takes the fun out of dating. The other day, I came across my old church books, and it discussed the topic, am I ready to date? I found a paragraph that read, God tells young people, rejoice young man or woman in your youth and let your heart do good in the days of your young manhood, and walk in the ways of your heart and in the things seen by your eyes. Young people do tend to walk in the ways of their heart, yet so often those ways which seem to be such fun end up bringing vexation and calamity. The Bible thus urges in the following verse, remove vexation from your heart and ward off calamity from your flesh. Your youth and prime of life are vanity. Love is about give and take, completely opening up and sharing your feelings and life with them daily. That's what constitutes a healthy relationship. But it must be mutual. If a particular area is lacking on either side of the relationship, it makes it unideal and unhealthy. And I know for a fact that I'm not ready to be sharing my life and being open with someone right now. So I know that one day it'll come to me naturally. I'm not gonna go out and look for it. And yeah, that was me sharing my little 2 cents on love, romantic love. There are different kinds of love, but we'll get into that in some other video. To be continued.